This is back. So much hype. We're expecting an all-action slugfest. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Stiff jab. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
We have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this. They love this. They fall for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Catch and shoot. Just missed with that hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Perfect counter shot. That left hook just missed. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity. There's the bell for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be afraid. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin him down. Throw a blanket on him.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Swing and a miss with the jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Holmes in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what?
There's the bell to start round three. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Those counter punches have to hurt. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Swing and a miss with the hook. They've got to use their jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back foot! And right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
They both want the knockout. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punch. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. They have no respect for each other's punching power. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they... Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Beautiful counter punch. Swinging big and missing big. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Oh, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Then step back for just a moment. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be... Oh, wait a minute! Whoa, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about it. Here we go. It's round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. He wanted action, and they are delivering. Good counter punch. They're giving us a high-tempo show. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? just misses right uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? And we enter the 8th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my, the big fella just got rocked. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back.
Oh, my God, Johnny. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. Big shot, and down goes Ali. Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your feet's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision.